found him. I'll call you back. Thank God he's with his father. I was freaking out. What the hell happened to you guys?
In the late 90s, Heather Graham was the definition of an it girl. After stealing scenes on roller skates and boogie nights, and captivating audiences as Felicity Shagwell in Austin Powers' The Spy Who Shagged Me, she seemed poised to rule Hollywood for decades. Then, the blockbuster roles stopped coming, and she quietly shifted from the center of the poster to the periphery. Today, we'll discuss her rise to fame, the family conflict that shadowed her success, and how she reinvented herself as a filmmaker to tell the stories Hollywood wouldn't. So let's take a look at what happened to Heather Graham. Graham was born in Milwaukee on January 29, 1970. The elder of two children, her younger sister Amy Graham is also an actress and writer. Her mother Joan is a teacher and author of children's books, and her father, James Graham, is a retired FBI agent. But her childhood was transient. The nature of her father's job meant the family moved frequently, eventually settling in Agoura Hills, California. Her upbringing was strictly Catholic, a fact that would later cause significant friction as her career choices diverged from her parents' traditional values. While attending high school, she was voted most talented, predicting a future that her family was not entirely prepared to embrace. Her first major break came in 1988 with the teen comedy License to Drive, where she starred opposite the two Coreys, Haim and Feldman. She played Mercedes Lane, the dream girl who became an instant crush for a generation of moviegoers. However, she proved early on that she had ambitions beyond playing the popular girl. In 1989, she took a gritty turn in Gus Van Sant's Drugstore Cowboy. As Nadine, a drug-addicted accomplice to Matt Dillon's character, she delivered a raw performance that earned her an Independent Spirit Award nomination. She continued to build a diverse resume with a recurring role as Annie Blackburn in the cult phenomenon Twin Peaks. As the love interest of Agent Dale Cooper, she became a part of television history, even if her time on the show was cut short by its cancellation. Despite these early successes, the mid-90s proved difficult. She worked steadily in films like 6 Degrees of Separation and Swingers, but she struggled to find the role that would catapult her to the A-list. That changed in 1997 with Paul Thomas Anderson's Boogie Nights. As Roller Girl, a young porn star who never removes her skates, she created one of the most iconic characters of the decade. The film was a critical smash, and her performance was equal parts heartbreaking and magnetic. This role kicked off a golden run. In 1999, she starred in Austin Powers' The Spy Who Shagged Me. As Felicity Shagwell, she showed off her comedic timing and cemented her status as a global sex symbol. That same year, she starred in the Hollywood satire Bowfinger alongside Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy, playing an ambitious actress willing to do anything for a role. By the turn of the millennium, Heather Graham was everywhere. She was on magazine covers, in blockbuster hits, and seemingly unstoppable. However, the 2000s brought a series of critical and commercial misfires that stalled her momentum. In 2001, she starred in Say It Isn't So, a comedy that flopped at the box office. This was followed by Killing Me Softly in 2002, an erotic thriller that was universally panned by critics and holds a 0% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Hollywood can be unforgiving to actresses who star in back-to-back flops. The high-profile leading roles began to dry up, replaced by supporting parts or roles in smaller, less visible films. While she scored a massive hit in 2009 with The Hangover, her role as Jade the stripper was a supporting one, and she did not appear in the second installment of the franchise. Behind the scenes, her success came at a high personal cost. Her relationship with her parents deteriorated as her fame grew. Her father, the former FBI agent, had warned her that the entertainment industry was evil and that Hollywood would claim her soul if she appeared in sexualized roles. The explicit nature of Boogie Nights seemingly marked the breaking point.
I want you to be my mom, Amber. Are you my mom? I'll ask you if you're my mom, okay? And you say yes, okay?
She stopped talking to her parents when she was 25 and has been estranged from them for nearly 30 years.
Boogie Nights, you auditioned for it?
I did.
Did you have to show your boobs?
I mean, they did make you, they were like, there's nudity in this role. You have to agree to do it and sign this contract that you're agreeing to do it. But no, they don't make you show your boobs.
When did you almost not take the role because there was nudity?
I mean, at that point, so I grew up in a religious family and they were like, don't do anything with any sexual content, but try to be a woman in Hollywood in like your early 20s, mid 20s, and then to try to get no roles with any sexual content, it's like impossible. And so I had turned down a few things where there was sexual content. And then I saw other people like having really good careers. I just said, screw it. Like, I want to do this. The script is amazing.
In interviews, she has described this estrangement as a necessary step for her own mental health, stating that she needed to detach from a dynamic that did not foster self-esteem. During her peak years, she also had a high-profile romance with Heath Ledger. They dated from 2000 to 2001 after meeting in Prague while filming separate movies. She has since spoken about this time with great fondness, calling Ledger a magical person and expressing how proud she is to have known him before his tragic death. Rather than fading into obscurity, she decided to take control of her career. Realizing that the roles available to women often lacked depth, she turned to writing and directing. In 2018, she released her directorial debut, Half Magic, a comedy about female empowerment that she also wrote and starred in. She followed this in 2024 with Chosen Family, a film that mirrors her own life experiences. In Chosen Family, she plays a childless woman dealing with toxic family dynamics who learns that she doesn't have to please everyone. She has been open about how the film was inspired by her own journey of leaving a dysfunctional family environment and finding a support system among friends. Heather Graham's career path is a testament to resilience. She navigated the perilous transition from teen star to sex symbol to filmmaker, all while dealing with a painful family estrangement that played out in the shadow of her public image. She didn't let the industry's ageism or the box office failures of the early 2000s define her. Instead, she picked up a camera and started telling her own stories. She found a way to stay in the game on her own terms, creating work that explores the very struggles she lived through. Today, she is 55 years old and has been dating her snowboarder boyfriend, John de Neuville, since 2022. She says that she rarely reflects on her decision not to become a mother. She says, "I guess I would say 80% of the time I feel glad I don't have kids, and I feel free and really good about it, and maybe 20% of the time I wonder what would it be like. You just have to appreciate the life you have." She might not be on the cover of every magazine anymore, but she is doing something perhaps more valuable. She is finally playing the lead in her own life. Thank you for watching. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.
That is so dark.